Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. It's called Life Beyond Scales, and here I'm going to teach you how to cook make roast dinner today. In our house we have roast dinner every week. Reason behind it, my kids like it. It's nutritious, it's balanced, so there's no reason for not having it. And it's not just for Sundays, because that was kind of the old-fashioned way of thinking. So what we're just doing here, and I hope you can see, I'm just lining a oven pan, roast dish with some foil, and I've got my chicken here that I'm just going to pop on here. And just going to cut those little strings that come attached to the chicken. What I'm doing now is just going to make some insertions in the chicken, and that's because I would like to put some spices in it, so the spices can actually sink into the chicken a bit more. Doing it on both sides. Just going to wash my hands. And what I'm also going to put in this is a little bit of garlic. What I'm going to do is put the garlic actually in the skin, so that we can have the flavours go into the chicken itself. Not going to chop the garlic small, it's just like it is. All it's going to do is just create some flavours there. So you're going to take one, pop it in there, and just put a couple more in there, like so. So the purpose behind this video is it's actually teaching you how to cook from scratch. So I'm not going to try and make it pretty or fast forward it or try and rush it through. It's actually going to cook however long it actually takes me to show you how to make a quick roast dinner. Who doesn't like a roast? This particular one is quite big, so I'm going to chop it into two. And now you can see that I have actually put the insertions. Let's chop that one into two as well. So there's about 4 or 5 insertions of garlic in here now. I'm going to just bring the camera close to you so you can see this, like so. And what I'm going to do now is going to put some spices that are right next to it. So not many, but just a few, just to give it a flavour. So you don't need any fancy spices, it's just what's in my cupboard. And I will show you what I mean. Okay, I have got a little bit of oil first. If you've got olive oil or anything like that, that would be great. Coconut oil is good too. Anything that's melted, or you can do a spray oil as well, that's fine too. Just a tiny drizzle of that. Cumin seeds. You don't need to measure anything, guys. You'd see I don't measure anything normally. It's just a sprinkle, and we're just experimenting. And if it's too much next time, you just reduce it a little bit more. A little bit of black pepper, or it gives that lovely flavour. And if you've got lemon juice, add that onto it. I haven't today, but I would normally if I have it. And this one here is ginger powder. I also here have one chilli that I'm going to put it in the middle of the chicken where the opening is, just to give it that flavour. So I'm just going to cut. What I've done is just chopped and de-seeded it. Well, not even de-seeded it, just chopped it in two. I want to pop that in there. Okay, I'm going to put 1 leek. So 1 leek in there. Chop it roughly. No need to make anything pretty here. It's all about just making delicious food super fast. The idea of making this chicken is, so my kids like it, and my boyfriend likes it too. I do too. We all love chicken. I mean, everyone loves chicken. But when the leftovers, you can actually have them for lunch tomorrow. So we will have tomorrow vegetables with some leftover potatoes and some vegetables that we'll make fresh. So it's quite useful to actually make the whole chicken. And then I'm just going to show you, these are Charlotte potatoes, just normal potatoes. I'm not going to boil these either. We're just going to do is we're going to just chop it in two and add to it. If it's quite small, leave it like that, otherwise make it in two. If you chop it in two, you can cook it much quicker. This chicken is going to take an hour to cook in the oven, and that's including potatoes and everything else. I also, again, do the whole bag. If you are going to put the oven on, you might as well actually cook the whole lot. Again, the reason with that is, or the reason behind doing that is because you could actually use it again tomorrow. My kids won't eat the food again the second day, not the same one. But I'm sure if I gave it to them the day after, they will. And the potatoes and chicken will stay really well in the fridge, sealed, for you to carry on enjoying roast dinner. I mean, if you had roast dinner twice in a week, it's absolutely perfect. This is not fattening from any angle. This is not calorific. This is actually good, wholesome food. Also, what I'm going to put in here is some sweet potatoes. So we can have, I'm going to put like 2 sweet potatoes in it, and the rest are normal potatoes. I am going to give you a closer shot of that in a second. Just going to wash these sweet potatoes. They're normally quite dusty. I'm actually chopping them. I haven't taken any skins off. That was same with potato too. We're just going to chop it into a disc size, throw it in. See, potatoes cook really quick. So they look really like a hard vegetable to cook, but I promise you they are the most beautiful, beautiful starch-based carbohydrates that you can have. So here we have a balanced meal. We have carbohydrates, starch-based carbs, protein as your chicken, and then vegetables to go with it. The healthy fat would be the oil that we've used on top of this. So this is a complete meal. 3 of those is what you need as a woman, and 4 of those you need as a man. So 4 carbs, 4 proteins, 4 healthy fats, and 4 lots of vegetables. And if you're a lady, then that'd be 3, 3, and 3 of each. And I'll talk about that every single time just to give you an idea of what a balanced meal is, because that's where a lot of confusion is. So if I just show you that now, we have a lot of food on here. Just going to sprinkle it with salt. If you want salt, if you don't like it, that's fine. If you're watching your blood pressure and things, reduce that down a bit. And reducing salt all over is a pretty good idea, because there is a lot of salt and lots of foods that we consume throughout the day. Okay, and then we're going to have broccoli as our vegetable and some more frozen veg. So for family of 4, that's not enough vegetable. That literally will be for 2 people. That's how much vegetable we actually really need to get a vitamin and mineral intake. Okay, so if I bring the camera over, I want to show you, this is now ready to go in the oven for 1 hour. And I will show you when this is ready. We'll come back to it, just to give you a closer look. So we have in here leeks, sweet potato, normal potatoes, chicken with herbs, dried herb in this case. Again, you can use fresh ones, whatever spices you like. So if you say you come from Caribbean and you like hot, spicy food, then pop some chili on it. So I will have spices in my food, not so hot. I may also have some different kind of spices, so like cumin, some turmeric from my dad's side, and then from my mum's side, it's not about spices so much. It's more about the variety of food and vegetables and fruit actually. Yeah, so let's put this in the oven and I'll show you when it's ready. We'll plate it up and show you exactly the portions, which is another important thing that we kind of sometimes forget, because I don't know what it is with roast dinner, because it's so yummy you seem to kind of have more of it than you need. But what I want to show you is what you need in a plate is a fist size of carbohydrate, so that's the whole fist of mine, and then fist size of protein, and then the rest of your plate is made of vegetables, and that's it. It's as simple as that. You don't need to count calories, you don't need to count points, sins, whatever else that you have tried in the past before. It's actually quite simple, So my channel's all about bringing everything back to basic and just you falling in love with food and not feeling guilty while you're eating it, or not feeling guilty about food. So having a better relationship with food. Guys, welcome back, and we have got our chicken ready. So let me show you what I've got. There it is. I've just started to slice it just to show you the inside of it. That was 1 hour in the oven, all done. And we're going to have that with some vegetables. They're just here, and that's me plating up for my kids right now. So really quick roast dinner ready in an hour, enjoyed by the whole family any day of the week. Balanced meal as well. So we talked about portion control. So size of your fist is the chicken. Needs a little bit more potatoes in there, just halfway through serving, and then a few more vegetables, peas that he's going to have. That's for my son. So size of his fist, carbohydrates, so that's potatoes, chicken, that's protein, and then as much vegetable as you possibly can onto the plate, and you're ready to go. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Pop a comment below if you would like to ask me any questions about home cooking, balanced meals, if you don't understand the carbohydrates, proteins, or any questions at all. I appreciate any comments. Thank you very much. Mwah.